welcome to Salento with Love. I'm Davide Mengoli, and remote refurbishing goes on to episode 11. Now, I did say at episode 10 that episode 11 would be about the underfloor heating, but we're just taking this opportunity over these few hours to make sure that all the dimensions are taken so the furniture can be started to be made, and also the doors and windows can be exactly made to measure. It's incredible, you know, sometimes to think that you've got these artisans working away and then when they turn up on site, they just put things and everything works exactly right. But that's the work of experience, and that's also the work of an incredible amount of planning that happens while the work is happening. So aligning all the work while all the builders and the plumbers and the electricians and the engineers are working on site, it's extremely important if you want to make sure that the end product is of a high standard. So let's see what they're up to at the moment.
Considero che abbiamo uno spessore però. Quindi questa qua poi chiaramente la finestra diventa molto più bassa, poi qua per forza ci dobbiamo arriva più vicino e si abbassa.
And so you probably have seen through this series, you know, the renders that keep appearing and what this bedroom is going to be like. So they are now taking dimensions to make sure that the headboard of the bed and the mirror and everything ends up in the right spot. So from next week, no one can come into this property because the underfloor heating is going to be done, and so no one can walk over it. So we're taking advantage of this moment to make sure that all the dimensions are taken. Now let's follow them through. So they've just done this bedroom. So if you remember from the render, it's a beautiful headboard over there, a little detail into this little niche there of a mirror with a little LED light that is going to bounce off the light. And then it's interesting because the headboard, I was just listening to them, it needs to be shaped because obviously the window is very low, so the headboard will be shaped to keep the actual beauty of the ancient window exposed. Great. Things made to measure always make a difference. Let's see what they're up to. So you've seen Carlo before. So Carlo, sempre tu il maestro, eh? So it's working out because this is going to be the entrance to the house as you're coming up the stairs. And the opening, it's quite a strange opening with this round wall here and then the step there. And also there is another door here leading up to the roof terrace. So getting this junction right is very important. So he's been here for probably an hour already, just working these out, so doing his little template. So it's going to be a fixed post there, also with a little bit of glass in it, and then a beautiful glass door. So imagine you're going down, up the stairs, come around, and then this beautiful space opens up to you. Fantastic. But I love seeing the masters at work. It's incredible what Carlo is doing. Carlo, questa è veramente l'arte del maestro, no?
Gli anni dicono tanto.
Sì, no? Perché tu già la stai vedendo finita?
Io sì, io so già come è finita. Poi la parte davanti e quella qua, poi ripete una cornicetta che poi giro l'incalzo qua sopra. Poi ovviamente scendere qua. Una cornicetta esterna, poi la moschina
della finestra
batte sul legno e qua.
Quindi è tutto bello, tutto un pezzo con tutto ok. Per terra qui invece non c'è niente, rimane tutto liscio, libero, no?
Sì, invece sì.
Bellissimo.
Soltanto che qua c'è una piccola.
Ma quello è bello così.
Devo passare sotto poi. Perché se noi guardiamo.
Vedi? Non si può sagomare il telaio là sotto?
No, io questa parte qua fissa la devo far mettere. Quella la può tagliare. Faccio una più bassa, non c'ho altra. Poi quando quando apre, lo volto là e non mi apre, ovviamente.
Eh sì.
Che fa? Lo piano.
Ah, perché questa si apre dentro, giusto? Quindi non puoi sagomarla, sì, hai
Non scende, quando arriva non c'è asciuga, no?
It's a little bit like a tailor creating the template, you know, sort of stitching your suit. I mean, getting this right is so important because when you go back to the workshop, I come from a background that I was also manufacturing when I was very, very young. When you go back to the workshop, if you haven't done this step right, then you're going to have a lot of issues. And so getting it right and then coming back when everything has been painted, sprayed, and being able to just like a suit. Have you ever had a suit made to measure and you just wear it and it just fits around you? It's special. So it's the same thing where it's happening here this morning. But I think a little bonus, while this is happening, the plastering is finished. Now we're still on episode 11, we're still going to get going with the underfloor heating, but you know, Pietro's still here and he's doing something really special. So, buongiorno Pietro!
Buongiorno.
So Pietro hasn't gone away, non sei andato via con l'episodio 10,
no,
che tu non hai ancora visto. So he hasn't gone away con
già hai fatto l'episodio 10?
Episodio 10 è fatto ma non è online. So episode 10 is done but it's not
Cercami
online.
miti allora.
E che stai facendo?
Sto pulendo, incomincio a pulire la pietra.
Wow.
Va bene?
Quindi una a una proprio la pulisci?
Beh sì, tolgo tutte queste, le comincio a evidenziare un po', poi stucchiamo poco poco dentro alle rifiniture.
E poi viene passato un trattamento.
E poi andiamo al consolidante.
Bellissimo. E devi fare questo su questa parete, su tutta questa parete.
L'altra.
E anche questa parete.
Sì.
That's incredible. I know that we've switched from Cubico taking dimensions for the kitchen and the furniture, Carlo measuring up for the doors and windows, and Pietro now moved on to the finishing touches. Special.
Quella che viene via la togliamo, lasciamo, evidenziamo la pietra. Questa è tutta pietra naturale questa.
So episode 11 comes to an end. Probably was one of those ones that was a bit forced in. I was here this morning because some executive decisions needed to be made, but I always bring my GoPro. And although I didn't know exactly what to actually share with you about this remote refurbishing project this morning, it all came, it's very clear that there are some intermediate stages that need to be taken while some other work is going on. Then you need to fit other things inside to make sure that you are, when you get there, everything is actually being put into place. Also, through the process this morning, we spotted a couple of things that can be rectified at this stage where potentially would be a real big issue to rectify, and you may have to just give up at a later stage. So it is very important to have your regular visits on a building site, and just a little bit when you're driving. You know, when you're driving, you're not going like that. You're just a little movement with your steering wheel, and then obviously when you get to a turn, you've got to turn. So stepping from here to the underfloor heating is definitely going to be a turn, but at this stage we've just done a little bit of movement to make sure that we get to the end product at a high standard. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode 11, and thank you very much for supporting the channel, for following the process through. I hope that following this process through can help you in managing your own project anywhere in Italy or anywhere in the world. The stages and the steps are the same, so make sure you follow them, and make sure that you'll never sacrifice design over practicality. You know, you always want to keep the design at first. Very important if you want to end up with a fantastic product at the end. Thank you very much. Subscribe to the channel, press the little bell, and stay safe wherever you are.